Manchester come into tonight's game in third place in the standings, but knowing they have to get something to hold on to it. Sheffield will go above Manchester with a regulation time win. Mark Matheson was the Steelers' hero yesterday. His dramatic late winner saved the day and capped off a fine all-round performance. Mike Hammond grabbed 4 of the Storm's 9 against Coventry, and how Matheson and co deal with the free-scoring Manchester lineup will be key tonight. Steelers need an out here. They want to get away from their own end. There's room for O'Connor, and now room for Nelson, and the Steelers are moving forward. Phillips, puck on his backhand. Nelson takes over, and there's a penalty as Phillips has been hit into the board behind the play. The officials have seen it, and the rough stuff will be discussed, but I think the gloves are going to stay on.
Well, again, this is what we say. You see, the puck is there, and there's no regard. It's an interference, and a stick comes up across Phillips. Rosehill doesn't need to make the play. There's no reason for him to actually come in there and target the player. It's an interference call at the very minimum, as Phillips doesn't even have the puck, and he actually takes out the wrong guy. And you know, give credit to the Sheffield guys coming in as well. Fitzgerald comes in and just has a little word, but then again, Rosehill also give him credit. He doesn't drop the gloves and go after it.
They're calling it 5+ game for check to the head. Wow, Rosehill's done.
You know, for once there, I don't know. I almost feel now he's going to get upset. And you know what? And for me, everyone says I'm biased and everything else. There are a few of the other fans around the league, but that's a tough call to take if I'm a Manchester Storm coach or player.
The officials, even though there's 4 of them, get 1 look in real time. And they've called it as a 5+ game on Jay Rosehill for a check to the head. So a major power play coming the Steelers' way. They scored 2 power play goals last night, including that late winner. They've got a great opportunity to open this game up now. The Steelers will have to be careful. The Storm lead the league in short-handed goals. Looking for a deflection from Waugh. His touch sent it back to the corner. There's a one-timer! And there is the power play goal from Matthew Waugh.
Well, you know, it's something that Sheffield seem to be doing an awful lot. They've pulled Matthew Waugh out of the in front of the net position sometimes, and that's where he likes to settle, just in there, all the way along the hash marks. And Westerling is usually the one finding him, but this time it's Eric Neely finding him in this seam. And Matthew Waugh wastes no time in getting the puck away and catching Clemente through the 5-hole as he comes across the ice.
Manchester still have 4 minutes and 40 seconds of penalty to kill.
Yeah, you look at Clemente there, he's a little upset with himself. He gives himself a little bit of a head shake.
Storm fans trying to get behind their supporters. Good Sunday night following from the Storm faithful. Westerling. Puck missed behind the goal by Neely. Yampton will shovel it back across to the far side. Oh, and then mishandled by O'Connor. The puck took a hop. The Storm will get another change in. Still plenty of power play time for the Steelers. Having scored so early on the 5-minute major, might feel like it's a chance missed if they end up with only 1. That's good hands. It brings the Steelers into the offensive zone. They'll switch it across. Big shooting chance. Fantastic save. Rebounds in though. They've got another one through Matthew Waugh. He's got 2 on the same power play.
I was going to mention way before about how well Sheffield has done getting the puck back after opportunities that have been missed. And here again, the retrieval as Matthew Waugh goes back through the seam after a great pass across and a good hard shot by Ben O'Connor. Sets up a good save by Clemente, to be fair, with all the traffic in front of the net. He makes an excellent left pad save. Just unfortunate that it comes back through the middle of the ice, and cruising through that high slot area was Matthew Waugh, and that's one guy you really don't want to give a lot of opportunity to, as we've seen.
Go behind the back of the net. The Steelers have numbers, and they'll skate it out down the center of the ice. And here's Wallace, involved in one of the fights the last time these two teams played here. Shooter plays it. Oh, it really worked out superbly. It was sent towards Kirk from Nelson, and the save was made, and Liam Kirk nearly had himself 2 on the weekend.
Yeah, nice little play there. You see the good hard work there by Wallace, getting the puck in deep and then chasing it. And then again, Levi Nelson, good heads-up play here. He must just feel that Kirk is on this side, and To be fair, that's a pretty good opportunity there for Liam, and a good job by Clemente. I'm not sure he knows an awful lot about the save. He just happens to be in the right location to stop that puck with the top part of the pad.
Try and get through a few more of your tweets during the next appropriate stoppage in play. Here's Matheson. Yantin. Back up to Matheson, has to keep it in, does well. Behind the back of the goal, lovely pass out. Oh, and the shot is big, and a lovely loop up from a Steelers point of view, and landed in the back of the net. 3-0 Steelers, it's the dream start.
Well, it's the same sort of play. Neely here just pops it back out in front and cruising along there. As Westling, as you see it go up in the air, it actually goes off, unfortunately, off the defenseman there, and it's just unfortunate that Earnhardt just gets a piece of it. It just loops up and over Clemente. Nothing that he can do about it.
Westerling has a goal and an assist. And here comes Kieran Long, trying to maneuver in front. Mustakovs makes the stop. We're going to have a penalty here, and it's going to go against the Steelers. The Storm are going to get a chance to answer back.
Well, this is what we said about having the two-referee system. The lead referee doesn't seem to see that there's a penalty here on Valdix. It's the back referee that calls a holding on him, and right there you can see the tug of the jersey, and obviously from different angles you see different things. And
Storm power play this season just a touch under 20%. Steelers penalty kill was 1 for 2 last night. Hammond. Nice turn, he's fought his way through a couple. Here's Byers. Trends. Hammond. In towards the crowd, it's got underneath Mustakovs, and there is the answer back from Manchester.
Well, we said it doesn't take much to get the top line back out on the ice or on the power play. It ping-pongs off a couple of skates, one there, then off Romberg, and then goes 5-hole on Mustakov. So a little bit of good fortune finally comes Manchester's way. They had a little bit of zone time there for the power play to happen.
Back to Storm. Storm into the offensive zone. Shot from the angle from McKinney. Mustakovs with another stop. He's been busy in the early part of this second period. The Storm did just edge the shot count in the first. Becker moving around. Save is there, and the follow-up is put in. McKinney's on the doorstep with the goal. And the Steelers' lead is down to 1. And the Storm have hit a fast start in this second period.
Well, it's that good persistence that we said when Manchester play. They're very, very good cycling the puck. Good job here. A little bit poor with Sheffield. There is stick on puck a couple of times. A good shot through, a little deflection again. It doesn't get through to Mustakovs, and then it goes underneath off the glove, and McKinney puts it in. So a bit fortunate for 2 of the goals that Manchester have scored, but at the end of the day, it's now 3-2.
It's McKinney's 3rd goal of the season, and Ryan Finnerty's side have turned a 3-goal deficit into a 1-goal deficit, and they're on to the offensive zone, looking for an equaliser. Assist on the goal going to Shane Backer, 91 from 79 at 22:09. Steelers looking to re-establish that 2-goal cushion. Here's an opportunity, and it's taken by Phillips. A captain's response and a real sickener for Storm.
Well, that's exactly what Sheffield needed to do to get back in the game. It all is a good, hard-working shift again, all the way around as most of the players touch the puck. Arson does a good job keeping it in. Phillips gets it through, and again, that looks like it gets a deflection in front of the net, but you look who's in front of the net this time. It's Wallace in front of the net causing chaos, but Jonathan Phillips, again, gets the puck away from a good spot in the middle of the ice, high in between.
Now the Steelers will try and counter. The puck is too far ahead of Marquardt, but it gets a favourable bounce off the linesman. Wah nudges it into the zone, but it'll come straight back out. Becker on the turn, but offside is the call, and then a little bit of a push, and Valdix and Phillips, won't like that. Oh, we're going to have a fight. Phillips and Long. They're both going at it. This is a good one. And Phillips will wrestle down Long. And the crowd rises to salute both.
Are we going to see an instigation here by Long coming in to get involved in a bit of an altercation? As you see, there's Going to be an interesting one as Long starts going, as Phillips and Becca get into a little bit of a push, and Long comes a long way. He comes from the center of the ice to get involved, and the referees, I think, are having a little discussion here. But a good tilt by both of the British guys there to have at her.
So it is a 5-on-4 power play in the Steelers' favor. Already got 2 power play goals on the night. O'Connor hammers it through, and there was a little touch to take it wide from Clemente. Near side for Westerling. Back for O'Connor. There's one! There's the hat-trick! He's got 3 power play goals tonight.
Wow, you know what? That's an absolutely fantastic play. You know who makes the play? Eric Neely in front of the net. You watch how good he does here. He looks, he receives the puck here. You look, he does a great job. Gets out of the way of the Ben O'Connor, but allows Matthew Waugh to find the puck and make a great move while Clemente can't get up and can't get around the play. And Matthew Waugh takes his hat off and says thank you very much.
When they've won, they've tended to win big. They find themselves 3 goals up before the halfway point of this one. Storm will try and fight back. Mustakovs will make the save. There's a rebound at the side of the goal, and it's Waugh with defensive work this time. Still more work to do. That's been tipped in. And the Storm will not go quietly, and I think it's Hammond again who's got a touch.
Again, look who's on the ice for Manchester. You keep them off the ice because of power plays and penalty kills. You get them back on the ice, and it's a good hard shot through with a ton of traffic, and it's just deflected back in front of the net there. We had the chance to clear the puck. Matthew Waugh had the opportunity, didn't do enough to get it out of the zone, and you can see Mustakovs frustrated there, banging his stick onto the ice. So whether he feels that he just missed it.
Earhart back to the blue line, trends with the shot. It takes the deflection and goes to the corner, and it's cleared away. Oh, and that touch has set it up perfectly for Yampton. Wallace has fallen down in support, and now he's there, and what a stop that is from Clemente. Wallace stumbled as he was so desperate to get up in support, and then Yampton did find him on the delay on the pass. But what a recovery from Clemente.
Clemente almost looks like he's waiting for the puck to come across. You can see him kind of second guessing Yampton there, whether he was going to shoot or was he going to make it across.
Blue line option is Trends. His shot is blocked before it gets anywhere near the crease. Snapped across goal. Mustakovs couldn't get a glove on it, and Storm keep it in the zone. That's a really good play. Keeps the pressure on the Steelers. Pass played out. Mustakovs, it can't stop it. It's got through. Another power play goal. It went through the 5-hole, and the Storm special teams get it done.
And very much similar to Matthew Waugh's goal, coming down the middle of the gut. Don't pick him up in time. Mustakovs is going for a stick check there. Maybe should have kept a hold of it, as he has no opportunity to close the 5-hole, and beats him through the middle of the pad. So
O'Connor, quick pass forward. Westerling and Waugh. It's Waugh who's got the 3 power play goals for the Steelers. No surprise that he's out on the ice at the start of this man advantage. Yampton. Oh, really bad pass. Is this the equaliser short-handed? No, it's not, because Mustakovs has made a great glove stop. That was nearly catastrophic for Yampton.
Yeah, just not quite paying attention to where the Manchester guys, and this is what we said before, coming through the middle of the ice, and it's not the guy you want to give the puck to going down the middle. Mustakovs does a good job getting the stick down and maybe just putting Hammond off a little bit so that he can't go cross body. Hammond tries to go high up on the glove side.
Arson with the intercept, and a good pass forward. Shudra touches it on for Kirk. He'll drive wide. Kirk puts the brakes on and then moves towards the net. This is good from Kirk. He's trying to stick handle through. Oh, and there's a pile up on top of the netminder, and that'll bring a whistle.
Good job there. Excellent work by the kids yet again, going through. Liam driving through, making some good plays going through the ice there. Could hear a couple of hacks and whacks. Fitzgerald gets called for a slashing penalty, but not one coming up here. So good job, toe drag across. Oh, it would have been nice to see Liam just maybe pop that onto his backhand to see if he could flip it high over the glove, but goes through. Good job in front of the net by all guys.
Goals have been scored in bunches in this game. 3 for the Steelers, 2 for the Storm, 3 for the Steelers, 2 for the Storm. Next goal could be crucial. It might be here. It is right at the start of the third period. We're tied at 5-5.
And it's 3 periods in a row that the line matchups have gone the same. Byers makes a nice little play out in front. And Mustakov has no opportunity to make a play as Rumberg goes flying past him, and Matheson loses his man out front, and it's an easy tap into the open net. And we're 5-5, 12 seconds into the third period.
Westerling sends it into the crowd, off the blocker. Rumberg has it caught under his skates, and that could be problematic. It's Byers, he's through, and the diving poke check from Rumberg. He's got a massive reach, and he needed all of it there after he initially got caught out at the other blue line. Puck gets by Byers, now on the near side. Sent towards goal by Springer, it's in! 6-5 Storm! What a turnaround!
And you look at the opportunity for the goal. It's just a quick wrist shot through, bouncing over, a little deflection there up off Mustakov's shoulder, and then a little bit off a skate and in. They're looking, Paul Thompson is looking to see if it's kicked in. They want to know, but I don't know if that's a reviewable play or not, is it, to see if it's kicked in the net.
Storm move it across, Fleming. Puck gets by its intended target. Rumberg goes back to pick it up. Storm will make a full change. 5 off, 5 on. Edinburgh 0, Milton Keynes 2 is the latest. Hammond. There's the long shot. They've scored again! Tip in front of Mustakov's. 7 for Manchester.
Just a quick wrist shot towards the net here, goes through a screen, and right there just gets a little deflection in front, and it's the only guy on the goal, or on the line, that hadn't got a goal was Byers, and he's got one now to give Manchester a 7-5 lead, and Sheffield have definitely put themselves behind the 8 ball in this third period.
Storm spending a lot of time in the offensive zone this period. That shot is wide. Pitt will chase it to the far wall. Puck squirts out, chopped at, it'll drop down there. Mustakovs has made a save, backhand, oh, it's hit the crossbar.
Good opportunities, he can just right here come up and go right there, just hits it actually quite flat, you know.
Final 25 seconds of power play. That one hits the linesman and works out well for the Steelers. They catch a break, pack into the crease, there's a chance, oh, they've hit the crossbar themselves. Valdix was so close, I think that did come off the iron. It couldn't have been much closer.
We'll see it here. Comes back out on a rebound. Valdix gets a hold of it here, gets all of it, and you're absolutely spot on. Rings it straight off the middle of the crossbar.
Shot through, save made, the rebound just got beyond Kirk. He's battled onto this one though. Now Yampton in the corner, oh, that hit looked like it came up high. Manchester player has been caught, and we're going to have a cuddle. But live it looked as though that Yampton was rising as he made that hit. We'll see. So let's keep an eye on Springer. There he is, he eyeballs Yampton. Is it shoulder to head? It's an awkward one, isn't it? It's an unusual type of hit.
He goes in backwards. He doesn't actually lift his arm up. His arm is stuck up against his body. After undoing the helmet, it looks as though he's getting the gate.
I think they have called this. They didn't initially. And Yampton is done. Nelson. Shoot from long range. Save made by Clemente. The puck will go into the corner. The Steelers will send it across to the far side, but time will expire. And for the first time since their readmittance to the league, the Manchester Storm have beaten the Sheffield Steelers. 18 straight defeats until tonight, when they came from 5-2 behind to score 5 unanswered and win an incredible road game by 7 goals to 5.
Well, it's been an outstanding run of form recently, and it was always going to come to an end, but still disappointing when it does.
Well, especially I think, you take a 3-0 lead twice. But I'll give Manchester credit. I mean, they came back hard. Everything they threw at the net today went in, And they got inside us and they outbattled us. And then that wasn't because we didn't care. That wasn't because, guys had switched off. I just think that the tank was empty. I mean, we played a lot of hockey lately and a lot of big games lately. With the travel from Minsk and everything else. And this week we play the Cardiff Devils and the Nottingham Panthers. And I saw parts of our game yesterday that I thought we were just a little bit loose on. But we did enough. Obviously, Mad Dog scoring with 5 seconds to go, but it wasn't enough today. And a couple of things. I mean, I asked the kicking incident to be reviewed, and I know that's been done against me 3 times this year, and it's been reviewed. And today I was told that's not the rule anymore or whatever. So I think we all get confused on what the rule actually is. So apparently it's if it crosses the line or not. Well, I said, I didn't think it crossed the line. So can I have it reviewed, please? So no, that wasn't the case. And Yamteen, he didn't. I mean, he just backed in on the guys, just trying to separate him. I mean, I've seen the video, and that kind of killed any opportunity for us to maybe claw something back. But I think the team that looked a little fresher today and a little stronger in the scoring areas got it done. Yeah,
as you say, you got off to a great start, 3-0, and then when Manchester did come back, you showed that character again to go 5-2.
Yeah, we did, but it still didn't feel so good on the bench today, and I felt they were getting inside us, and we weren't. I mean, just it isn't through lack of effort. I mean, we're going into the third period. I mean, we win a lot of hockey games. We win 99% of our hockey games after 2 periods when we have a lead, and we made the wrong decision when we lost the puck in the neutral zone from the face-off. We talked about what we were going to do, and that's not because guys don't take instruction. That's because there's tired minds out there, and tired minds make mistakes. And like I said, everything went in today. I thought our goaltender looked very tired, and so he should be, with the amount of work that he's had to pick up lately. And when people listen to this and say, well, why don't you give Brad a go? Well, we just wanted to get through this and get this home win today. Not saying that Brad wouldn't, but it was a tough game for us, and it was a tough game for us mentally. Last week, the whole week, and physically today, I think we just didn't have that step, and Manchester came at us and got a good road win.
Where do you find that energy from for Wednesday night now?
Well, we will. We have to. We put ourselves in a great position. We know Cardiff are going to come hard, but we want to go back hard at Cardiff, and we have a couple of days. I mean, a couple of days to rest, and I've said you've got to look after yourselves. I know the Super Bowl's on tonight, but you've got to look after yourselves. We're going to go again, and we'll bring them in on Tuesday, and we'll see who we need to patch up and who's ready. Maybe Francilla will be back for us, for Wednesday. Looks, the other 3 won't be back. So we've been on an unbelievable run. When I think who's out, and I think what other teams would have to do and cope with what they'd have to do with the 4 players that we 5 players were in the suspension. So I think we've been on a tremendous run. We're all upset because we want to send our fans home happy tonight. But I've been around enough to know when you don't get that effort through lack of focus, or you don't get it through lack of energy levels. And I just felt we were 10% behind them at everything today.